Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome here the first time, whichever one it may be. Today I want to talk about another meme on base. This is one that I've touched upon in a couple other videos where I did the tier list or talked about just memes that I'm not really big into. If you guys have been here before, you probably recognize that, but it doesn't mean that there's not great things involving in the meme narrative, right? I'm a fan of making money, and there's certain ones I think do a good job. And I've talked a lot about Toshi and Foxy and Turbo, and today I want to talk a little bit about Degen. So this is another one I'm keeping my eye on, again, mostly for my profit changing strategy of I take profits, which I'm planning on starting to take some profits this month. October should be good, and then move it into smaller caps. And Degen is one I'm keeping my eye on. So I just want to talk a little bit about it today, maybe go over some price action and just my general thoughts. Again, do your own research, never financial advice, but if there's anything that you like from this or you have more questions or curiosities or opinions, put them down below and let's just hop right into talking about Degen. So Degen is a meme. It does kind of have a utility. Is it a strong one? No, it's definitely still a meme coin, right? I'm not going to call it utility coin by any case, but it did start that way or have a small little utility case use, which I do think is important to point out because it's going to keep it afloat a lot longer than most other memes, because most other memes completely die and disintegrate at some point. So Degen was first made for Farcaster, and Warpcast was apps and another little social media type of thing. I've never personally used it, but I've looked into it a little bit, and Degen is used as, we'll call it a tipping token. So imagine you're gonna tweet or something, so instead of clicking the heart or the like button, you can end up sending some Degen to the creator as the, hey, we like this type of thing. And it does a content to currency type aspect. It also works for gas tokens on the Degen chain. So there's a little bit of the, we'll call it a fee structure for it. So it is not just a meme, but the whole concept of Degen, I actually think it's a brilliant name, right? Names and logos when it comes to memes, and really utility coins too, matter, right? Hype, right? We click on it, we think about it just because of the term. Or fart coin. Everyone farts, hot air rises, good move. Degen, right? We talk about degeneracy all the time in crypto, specifically when it's about memes. And the little Degen hat, right? It's cute. And when it comes down to memes, having something like that people can relate to and think is interesting or funny or whatnot, it really does work. It's almost weird to say that the name is a benefit or a pro to it, but it certainly is. Aside from that, it also does DeFi and yield farming because they integrate it into DeFi platforms like Degen Swap, which is just a decentralized exchange. They have it on Frog Swap for staking liquidity pools. So it's kind of cool. If you have Degen, you can always stake it or put into liquidity pools. You can't do this with all crypto, but I enjoy that. That's not something I look for in crypto I invest into, but it's certainly a plus when I have it. Liquidity pools have worked really well for me in the past. The ecosystem Degen is on also makes a difference. It's on Base. Base is going to be really hot this whole cycle. It has been so far. Coinbase has been exploding its whole layer 2, and it's working very well. And anything on Base has been and will continue to benefit from it. I don't think Degen is the largest or going to be the largest meme on Base. I kind of bet it's going to be Toshi. There are arguments of it possibly being Brett, but Degen is still going to do very well. It just won't get as high of a market cap as Toshi, but when we're talking about multiples and potential of getting return on your investment, Degen still has a lot of room to go. And since I already mentioned this Degen chain a few times, it's a layer 3 that's on Base and Arbitrum. But whenever, again, you can get a utility that meets with a meme, it helps. It's not going to explode this thing up to a $100 billion market cap or anything, but it's going to keep it alive. So we never have to worry about rug pulls. I'm not for most memes on Base, to be completely honest. But again, it has the built-in liquidity cycle of money coming in and staying in, hence liquidity pools and staking. So Degen is an incredibly safe meme, and I can't say that about a bunch of them. Currently, there's over 1 million holders of Degen. That's pretty fucking good, guys, right? I mean, we don't see too many where it gets up to 1 million holders, at least not of memes, and it's noticeably more than what Turbo has, which surprised me. But again, the name matters. I first got into Degen a while ago. I do not hold it, by the way, not currently. I did swing it before. but because of the name, it caught my attention. And something else that matters is that Degen is easy to find, right? It's on Coinbase, it's on Bybit, it's on KuCoin, it's on Uniswap, and it gets about 10 to 12 million in daily trading value and revenue. That, again, not bad at all. So again, I'm not currently into it. I am looking at moving a position in there to it, depending on how price action goes, time of the cycle, yada yada. But like I've got a my turbo. If you guys have been following me for a little bit, my turbo leverage is still in there. It did not get stomped out. It was this effing close. But I'm looking at when that hits. I'm either going to end up buying a larger spot bag of turbo, which I just have a small amount, or move it into another meme, probably, or a large cap. I'll keep you guys into what it is. But anyway, the exchange access of Degen is really good. It's easy to find. And again, when people come and ape in, what are you going to buy? You're going to buy what you can easily find, which is, again, I say this all the time, it's on the large exchanges, specifically Binance and Coinbase. So then lastly is, right, the culture, right? Because memes, excluding this one fully, really just run on, do people own it, right? Is there a big, strong community with it? Does it build a culture? Do people have a reason to hold on to it? Because memes in general have no freaking utility. There's no reasons to keep to it. Granted, this one has that. It's also got a strong community, which really, we need that, right? Again, back to how many holders it ends up having. People like talking about it. They think it's fun just to own. Again, back to Farcaster. I still can't believe I'm bitter because I didn't hop on that one when I first saw it. And I'm allowed to hate that one. Kudos to DeFi and Farcaster. Hot air rises. So here, guys, we got the chart for the last 3 months on Degen. And the reason why I'm pointing this out is that, one, this actually looks pretty bullish in terms of the option here. I am not, but I have been playing a little bit more very lightly with leverage. If you guys do that, be extremely careful. Seriously, stop losses, know what you're doing. But I was setting this up as a concept for it. And this looks actually phenomenal in terms of what I have areas of resistance and support. All right, so we end up coming down here underneath an area of support, not quite under the full range, perfect. And then we started coming up, and this is looking really good. We've got the 10-day and 20-day EMAs. We're approaching the 20-day EMA. So really anything down here is good. If I was going to buy right now we're at 0.003, so about a third of a penny. Yeah, I'd be looking at a little bit lower than it is right now. The top of the resistance where I marked it is at 0.0028, essentially 29. And anywhere under there, it kind of feels a good place to go. We start going really under 0.0027, and it's not looking as positive in terms of the motion that it's going. But if I was going to put in a buy limit, which I'm not looking for it right now, but I'm I very likely will down the road when I start moving profits. If I was going to do it right now, I would put a buy limit or potential trade right around this area of 0.0029 down to about 0.00283 and watching it come back up. Because when we see a kind of pattern of this bull flag, it's not perfect. We are getting slightly lower lows every time where we'd like to see it about the same. But when you add in the fact that the market is really heating up, I think this is a great spot. And if you don't want to rush it, possibility of missing it, realize it's probably going to come up and touch somewhere around here, and either it's going to come back or it's going to fly up. So we got different options, but I don't think it's at a bad price to jump in right now. Let's expand briefly. It's now expanding into the 6-month chart. You see a lot of the same things on the resistance and support lines, right? And again, this is still looking pretty good to me. If we were looking long term, maybe not, but we're in a bull run. We're coming into altcoin season before long. I like this thing about Degen on this chart. And give me your feedback on this and what your thoughts are. So when it comes to base memes, again, Degen's great, Brett is great, Toshi's great. I like playing on if I'm going to play with memes, I'm going to go in the low to moderate cap ones typically. It's really all I've done, actually, because I like them for their safer and huge growth potential. And Degen is right there, guys. So it's a simple little meme, got a nice little narrative going. It has utility. I like that. What do you guys think about Degen? Are you in it? Have you bought it before? Do you swing trade it? Are you looking at getting into it? Have you opted to another meme or something similar instead? If so, tell me all this shit down below in the comments, guys. I love hearing from you. And if you haven't picked up on it, I guess I didn't say it for this one, but this was another subscriber-based question of, hey, can you talk about Degen? And I will not always talk about the topics or do a video on what you guys ask, but if I tell you I will try to. Yes, JTP, if you're watching this, working on my computer, that way I can do everything you want for VeChain. By the way, guys, look into VeChain. There you go. There's a quick showing of that one. But hey, thank you guys all for being here. I'll see you guys all again soon. Peace.